Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited to share these 3 journals with you I created. I have been working on these probably for about a month, off and on, revisit them, put them away for a while. I've just had so much fun with the avocado dye lately. As you guys know, I've been doing a lot of avocado dyed projects. So these 3 journals are all very similar, but I will share them all with you. Originally, when I was creating the covers, which I did first, I wanted something that fit really nice in your hands that you could put in your pocketbook and take with you, and I am just in love with them. So just to let you know, they all roughly measure about 7.5 inches tall and just under 5 inches wide, probably about 4 3/4 inches wide. And I will just go through each of them individually a little bit. They all have a sari silk wrap around the cover, and they all have avocado dyed pieces on the cover. They're all made with a base of vintage linen that I have avocado dyed. Here on the base of this sari silk, I just added a couple little doily pieces and this vintage mother of pearl button. I am in love with the mother of pearl buttons lately, and this one has a brown button, old button there. So I tried to leave enough extra slack on the sari silk wrap so that these journals had room to grow as you use them. So this one here has this pretty little lace flap that covers the pages of the book. And just to give you an idea of what this cover looks like, I avocado dyed this pretty lace piece here, added an old doily, and then this flap has a little snippet piece there with some layered vintage linen and some old doily pieces. I'm so in love with it. And then the sari silk has been sewn onto the lace, and there's some vintage linen there that has also been avocado dyed. Okay, so then the journals themselves. This one, I stitched some pockets on the cover. Here you can see that avocado dyed linen. This has some avocado dyed lace that I've stitched onto some avocado dyed paper, of course. And it's just made a little pocket there. I'm sure that before I mail it out, I'll stick a little tag in here. And then as far as the journal goes, I haven't done a lot of decorating to them, but every page has been machine stitched. And then I've added a few clusters and some stamping. So all of the paper is avocado dyed, and there are 48 pages in here. So here in the front is this cluster. I've kept a lot of the strings poking out. Here I've done stamping and stitching, which is really what this little journal consists of. Just flipping through here. Love the soft colors. Here toward the center, I added a piece of avocado dyed lace. More fun stitching and stamping. And then in the center of the signature, I did add a couple of clusters. And then, like I said, every page has been stitched in a fun way, and there's lots of mixed stamping throughout. And then one more pretty little cluster here in the back. And then one more of those pockets here in the back. So yes, the linen has been frayed and stitched, and it is a soft foam core in the center of the journal. and that is the first one. I'm actually having a hard time letting go of these. I want to keep one for myself so bad, but that's okay. Like I always say, I can always make myself one, right? But yes, I am in love with that one. So then they're all very similar, but I will show you the clusters and the differences in the cover. So here on the end of this sari silk wrap, I added a couple mother of pearl buttons there by hand. This one is backed with another button. I had fun with those. And then this little snippet cluster here at the top has some vintage linen, some layered doilies, and some beautiful vintage mother of pearl buttons. Again, room to grow with the sari silk wrap. This has fun avocado dyed linen again with this beautiful doily added to the front cover. So then opening this one up, it does not have a pocket in the front, but I did add a couple pieces of little doily here that you can add into your book, or you can just leave it there on the cover with this Tim Holtz pin here. And then here is the cluster on the front page. And then very similar insides. Lots of time spent stamping and stitching. There's the avocado dyed lace. Here is the center of the book and the two clusters here. That has some sage green dyed cheesecloth. Love those. And then moving through, there is one more cluster in here. There we go. And then the back avocado dyed pattern of that linen. I love it so much. And then you can see that this has just been stitched into the linen. You do want to be careful. The sari silk, you know, it's torn sari. It's, yeah, you just need to be gentle with it. But I can't imagine anyone not being. All right, so that is the second journal. And then the last one, this vintage button here is mother of pearl, but it's more gray. It has some pink and green hues in there. Love it. And I just added a little doily to both the front and the back of that. And then looking inside, here on the front, this has a really fun cluster of 4 vintage mother of pearl buttons, all hand stitched on there. And you can see the linen layers and the doily layers. And then there is that pretty doily on the front, again with the dyed linen cover. And then getting into this one, another little doily snippet here on the front cover that you can use if you choose with a little Tim Holtz pin. Here's the cluster here in the front. Flipping back through, this one has another cluster toward the front. Love that pink cheesecloth and those butterflies. Oh my goodness. So then, yes, more stamping and stitching. There is the avocado dyed doily piece, and then the center clusters. Yes, and then all the stitching and all the stamping throughout. And there's the back. All right, you guys, so that is it. I hope that you enjoyed seeing these journals. Again, anyone who might be interested, that link to my shop will be in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.